Okay. I'm calling because I received um, a letter from escrow saying that they're going to go up on my payments again because I'm short so much. Last year I was short so much, and when I reached that, they still went up higher. Uh, every time I reach what I'm supposed to have in my escrow, then I'm always short. Now, let me remind you, I know this is not your doing. This is the analyst of the computer. I understand all of this. But I'm going to be, I guess, in the next year or two, looking to put this house up for sale. And I guess I'm going to need help on doing that because basically I'm getting ran out of it. Um, I barely can afford to eat and pay bills, and I'm not even getting any raises on my job, to keep on getting these prices raised. And I just have to admit that I can't afford to live here. It was a dream home, but before I let it kill me or take me out, then I'd rather just put the house up for sale. And I guess I'm trying to figure out what do I need to do to get in preparation. And I know I can't stop anything, or you can't stop anything, or whatever, whatever. But before I cling on to something that I know will kill me detrimental, I'd rather just get ready in the next year or two to go ahead and let the house go. Right, right. I understand that. And I don't even want no argument. I just want to figure out how I could put the house up for sale. I hadn't even begun to do any work on the house. I done a little work on the house, but if it's going to keep on going up, and I'm not even, if I was getting a job raise, then I could understand you going up and stuff like that. But like I said, at a time and a day like this, I'm not even ashamed about what's going on. At least I can say I lived here. But I just can't afford it. Yeah, no, I haven't heard about anything like that since the home was sold to me. I just, been going with, what's been going on as far as what I need to do to remain in the house. And, I thought once I got to a certain bracket or whatever, then I would be okay. But it seems like once I reach the goals of, where y'all say I'm supposed to be, then y'all lift it up more. And like I said, I'm not blaming you, and I'm not even blaming the analytics or the computers. I just can't afford to live here if y'all gonna keep doing this, and I can't afford to live here if my job won't give me a raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm not mad at anybody. If I can't afford it, I just can't afford it. And I know if it keeps on going like this within the next 2 or 3 years, I'm going to be out of my home. But I know that God has something better planned for me. So even going back into an apartment would be okay with me at this point. Mm-hmm. Stacy Mooney. Okay. 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 Okay.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. 603. Okay, and who are the other people you were saying I could call for better rates? Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And do you have a phone number for them? Okay, so when I Google who I'm looking for, what do I put in? Tax collector. Okay. 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 Um, is there any way you can look up and see how much more higher my bill is going to go for my mortgage? Oh, go down and not go up? Oh, well, the letter that I received, it said that it was, that I was so short, and I've been trying to. Okay. Mhm. Okay. Uh, okay. 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 it went from 555 and it jumped all the way up to 666. If it go any higher, I know I'm not gonna get okay. Right. So what will I be looking to pay? Mm-hmm. So it's not going down like you said? Okay, so it is going to go up. Okay, no problem. No problem. Don't be sorry. Okay. Okay. Well, ain't nothing you can do about it. Ain't nothing I can do about it but get ready to sell it. So, okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. I knew it was too good to be truthful to go down. I knew that was too bad. Well, no problem. Okay, thank you. Okay. Okay. Okay, thank you. All right, you too. better rate on my tax bracket. Like this stuff keeps going up every year as far as my escrow goes, and I'm not going to keep to be avoiding to stay in this house, and that's okay. But if I could get something or get some type of relief, I would love to try. When you get back in the office, please give me a call at 217-615. No, I'm sorry. I just went 217-859-2708. 217-859-2708. What's up, y'all? I'm back. So, what it boils down to is that I may be putting this house up for sale. Now, let me say this. This is definitely absolutely my dream home. But if every year I keep paying what they say I'm short on, I keep paying that, and then the next year you keep saying that I owe more, and I can't never reach a level of contentment and satisfying the beast and doing this and that, then eventually it's going to come a time that in the next year or two, I'm not going to be able to afford this home like I told them, and y'all heard me telling them, hey, y'all keep going up like this, I'm not going to be able to afford to live here. I'm not getting no raises on my job. If I was getting raises on my job, that'd be another thing, but at this point, I barely can afford to eat. I will put this house up for sale, and I will walk away, and I won't feel ashamed about anything. I can't afford to be here. They're saying that I owe close to $700 in escrow, but I've already paid $1,000. You see what I'm saying? Every time I cap off, then they want more. They want more. They want more. They want more. We can't never get to settling numbers, and I'm doing this by myself. So if anybody would like to help me, my Cash App is $Makara 23 Fun Girl. But if not, that's fine. I've already adapted my mind to going back into an apartment, which I bought a house because I figured that it was better, and at the time, and it is cheaper to buy a house now than it is to rent. But if I'm by myself and y'all keep going on the rates, y'all saying that I'm supposed to have this in my escrow, and then I put this in my escrow, and now y'all lifted up about $600 or $700 every time I put what y'all say I'm supposed to have, and then y'all keep raising it up, then I'm not going to be able to afford to live here, and I'm not going to let my health deteriorate trying to hold on to something that I can't even take in the new world with me, that I can't even take in the ground with me. At first, the guy said that he read it wrong, it was going to go lower, but then he turned around and said it was going to go higher. So I tried to call the woman that sold me the house, and she's out until October 6th, so I left her a message or whatever, and I'm like, well, I'll just try to figure out to put the house up for sale, because before I let this house hinder me, I can go into a studio. Like, it doesn't take much for me to live or much for me to survive or whatever. Y'all been in my house, y'all seen how my imagination is, y'all know what it's like when I live in a house. If I can't afford the house, I just can't afford the house. If I paid over $1,000 to be in the house in my escrow, and you still saying that ain't enough, now you need $1,500, and then once I pay the $1,500, now you need $2,300. I'm not gonna keep on feeding the beast that ain't being fed. So at this point, within the next 2 or 3 years, y'all be prepared for me not to be in this home anymore. I love y'all. Mwah.